What's up, everyone? Phil here with an impromptu Q&A. We finished Castlevania 3 early tonight, and I got about 30 minutes or so to shoot the shit with my viewers, so we're going to do so. Let's see what people want to talk about. If you'd like to talk with me, please tag me in the stream chat. Jade says, the first series I watched you play was Ace Attorney. The original Ace Attorney? That was a while ago. Long time ago, right? I think the original Ace Attorneys was before I was doing direct capture. Yeah, I remember. I remember having the camera in front of the TV and losing my goddamn voice when I did it. Slayer says, for the patron perk of Ask the King, do you need to upgrade the person who pledged to a special level in the forums in order to send a question that is guaranteed to be answered? Slayer, yes. Here's how it works. So on the first of the month, people's pledge is clear. And then on the second of the month, basically what I do is I send out messages. Sometimes I do it on the first of the month if they've all cleared or not. And I basically send everyone the info that they need. In the case of your pledge that you did kind of the middle of last month, it was a weird timing. So if you are not going to renew your pledge for this month coming up, let me know, and I will send you the information regardless so that you can get in there and get your question answered on Ask the King. If you are going to renew your pledge for this month, then I'm going to send it to you anyway. It's going to tell me there was a new pledge, and I'm going to send you the info anyway. So either way, but I don't know if you were going to renew your pledge for this month or not, like you had done last month. So, any travel plans for the summer? Right now, absolutely nothing. I would love to maybe make some plans, but right now, number one, money is tight. Number two, time is tight. So, we'll see what happens. Gray Fox loved my Prey playthrough. I loved Prey. I think I liked Prey way more than most people did. We're talking about the one from years ago that Bethesda made. I really liked it. A combination of open world RPG, survival, horror, exploration, crafting. I loved it, but a lot of people thought they didn't like it. They thought it was boring. Gecko says, do you consider making chat members only to combat disgusting trolls? We have enough members. No, I would not do that. I'm not going to make it members only. It's ridiculous. Would I ever replay Kirby's Epic Yarn? Maybe one day if someone wanted it as a playthrough, a redo, a chill redo. It's been over a decade. What's my favorite 4th of July memory? I don't have any particular, specific standout memories of a specific 4th of July, but always we would do two things. We would cook out and have some food, usually burgers or hot dogs or something like that on a grill on the 4th of July. And obviously kids would play outside. When I was younger, I would play with my friends. And then usually we would go see fireworks, but they weren't always on the 4th of July. Where I was growing up, sometimes they would do them like the weekend before, the weekend after. But usually I would go and do some fireworks at a local beach, which was kind of nice. But that's really all I really remember. Oh my God, excuse me. By the way, this OTB is a impersonator, so I'm just going to ban him now. Fuck off. Best Castlevania game in my opinion, Castlevania 4, Super Castlevania, which we're about to play. That's the best one. I remember loving it. Even though I never owned it and I never beat it, I remember loving it every time. I rented it like 2 or 3 times and I loved the game. Okay, let's see here. Best portrayal of Dracula in a video game. I can't answer that because I really haven't played that many games of Dracula besides Castlevania, right? And I haven't really played them all. Like, maybe he's really cool at the end of fucking Symphony of the Night. I wouldn't know. We've seen 3 versions of Dracula, right? The first game and the third game have these different versions of Dracula that are kind of nice, multiple forms. The second game's terrible. It doesn't even look like Dracula. It looks like Death, who's also in the second game, so it doesn't make any sense that Death is in there twice. It's dumb. Okay. I'm interested in the Klonoa connection from Namco. I've never heard of it. I don't know what Klonoa is, and no one has asked me to play it, so I'm not really interested. No. Never played those. Derp General says, when you first played this, I remember seeing Resistance 2. It sucks that PS3 games are limited to streaming. I mean, it sucks, but if you didn't notice, they don't look that bad. When we were streaming them, they were working fairly good. I could not believe MotorStorm Apocalypse looked good and ran decent. I was like, what the hell? A game with that much going on and racing at full speed looked good, streamed. I was definitely surprised, so it's not that big of a deal. Have I seen the God of War Ragnarok news involving fans sending disgusting pics to devs? No, I didn't see that. What are they doing? Are they fucking mooning them? Are they sending them fucking tub girl and shit? Disgusting old memes on the internet? It's nasty. People are just disgusting people. Would I react to channel awesome videos? I'm sure Doug Walker would let you do a watching of an even stream Kick-Ass if you asked him. You think he would let me? You think so? The thing is, I've watched that stuff. Like, I watched all the original Nostalgia Critic episodes. I watched from, like, his first 2 or 3 years all the way up to about Kick-Assia. That was the movie he made. which was, it's fan-made. It's not fan-made, but, it's an indie-made movie. It's not anything high budget. It's kind of just a silly riff on all the content creators that were part of his group at that time. That was about the end of what I watched. And then that was where it really got cut off. And because I started doing my own content heavily and taking it seriously. So I stopped watching his stuff around then. From what I'm to understand, a lot of shit happened. Like, people were joining and leaving, and people had a lot of issues at that time period, and there was all kinds of shit going on behind the scenes. I don't know. I wasn't a part of any of that. But I really doubt that Doug Walker would let me react to any of his shit. Mostly because, number one, a lot of his stuff has video clips of movies and shit in it. And if you were to react to that, likely you're going to get in trouble on YouTube. I mean, he did. So, number one, it's a bad idea likely to begin with. And then, number two, on top of that, I was supposed to be part of Channel Awesome. I told you guys this story in, my reaction to the Down the Rabbit Hole about me. I was supposed to join Channel Awesome. I had left YouTube. I went to Blip TV. I had uploaded my videos to Blip TV twice. Let's try this again. I had uploaded my videos to Blip TV for 2 months. I don't know why I said twice. For 2 months. And I had become the second biggest person on Blip TV. It was Doug Walker's Nostalgia Critic stuff, and then me, and then everyone else. So within 2 months, I was the biggest guy besides Doug. And I contacted them, and they said, yes, we'd love to have you be as part of Channel Awesome. What we're going to do is we're going to have you start uploading to the Blistered Thumb section. Likely you're going to jump right to the top, and we're going to start featuring you in content if you want. Once you get a foothold on Blip within a few months, we could start even thinking about cross-promotion between other channels and things to try to get, free advertisement, essentially, across content creators. And yeah, if it had worked out, I was going to end up being a part of all their big projects and things. Like, basically, we had a really interesting conversation. It wasn't me and Doug. It was me and his brother. Oh, God, what's his brother's name? I forgot his name. But it was me and his brother had a phone conversation about this. And he was really excited about having me as part of them and everything. Rob, yes. Really nice guy. Had a great, it was a really upbeat conversation. And you could tell both sides. I was excited because I was a fan of theirs. And they were excited to have me because they saw how popular I gotten on Blip in 2 months. And then all fell apart because of this stupid fucking video I made with stupid Nazi jokes in it. It was the dumbest thing I've ever done. Probably one of the dumbest things I've ever done. If not the dumbest thing I've ever done. Seriously, because that one wasn't an accident. That was intentional. There's a difference between, oops, I did something bad that was an accident, or I actually intentionally did something that bad. And I did intentionally do that, And then what happened? I got kicked off the site, and that was the end of that. I mean, you think they're going to have me on Channel Awesome when I can't even upload the Blip? Of course not. That was the end of that. So that's what I mean, like, with that history, I really don't think they're going to want me to be reacting to the content. Not that they could stop me. I could still do it, but I'd probably get in trouble. And then on top of that, with the copyright and stuff they have in it, I'd probably get in double trouble. So, okay. Derp Generals, I started my initial run in Hades. Any suggestions from the King? Got clapped in Elysium. Don't be afraid to experiment with other builds. Even if you think one is really good, do not be afraid to experiment with a bunch of other builds, because the variety is really the key to that game. And the more that you try the different builds and level up the weapons, you're going to find all these cool abilities and everything. I'm trying to remember by the end of the game what the best build I had was, because it was ridiculous. Remember how broken my final build was? I was destroying the game, but I can't remember what it was. Was it the shield? No, I don't think it was the shield. It was something else. Something was absolutely ridiculous, decimating everything around me by the end of the game. But I mean, it's been a year. I can't remember what it was. Okay. Slayer to me $1.50. Thank you, Slayer. I appreciate any contributions, guys. In the next 20 minutes or so that I'm here. Contributions today, for some reason, were really, really slow. Anything that you guys can do tonight would really help. So Slayer to the $1.50, and he says, among the 4 videos that you reacted to, which one did you like the most in terms of visual music? And were there any music you liked and listened to off camera? No, I didn't have any time to listen to anything off camera. The first one, Devil, that's my favorite, because not necessarily the song. I liked the video. The video reminded me of a horror movie. It reminded me of, like, for some reason, Devil May Cry I was thinking about when I watched it. It was really well done. And it actually had the song has a subject matter that resonates with everyone, being torn between doing the easy way out or the hard way that's the right way, but then having to basically struggle, right? I really liked that one, legit. The other ones, I'll be honest, It's kind of pop music. It's not that big deal. I like the cinematography of them, but I'm not a huge fan of that kind of pop music. I wasn't a huge fan of like American pop music in the '90s when the Backstreet Boys and the fucking NSYNC and everything was hot. I didn't care about that either. But I actually did like that first song in that first video, "The Devil." That was my favorite. Jade says, "Can I play Tekken 2 King soon?" You know, Jade, I'm sure eventually we're gonna get back to the PS Plus stuff. It was fun doing it that launch week, and now obviously we haven't done it for a while. I'm sure we're gonna get back to it. This summer's gonna be very slow. If you haven't noticed, there's like no new releases besides there's 2 in the middle of July, and that's it. So I get the feeling we will get back to that stuff eventually. It's just not gonna be soon, I don't think, because now we're gonna set up a whole new slew of playthroughs starting this weekend. The RPG and the viewer's choice is coming. Spawn Killer tipped me $1.50. Says, "What do you have left in your game collector besides Skyrim?" My game collector besides Skyrim? What does that mean? Spawn Killer, can you please rephrase? Because I have no idea what you just said. I really don't know what that means. Thank you for the tip, though. The Bluntford positive vibes are always appreciated. Thank you. There's not going to be a vote for JRPGs. I'm going to decide myself between either Earthbound or Final Fantasy VII. I'm actually strongly leaning towards one right now, and I think I'm going to announce it soon. I don't think I'm going to do a poll. I think I'm just going to determine it. Yes, I'm doing the Resident Evil Village DLC in October. I've already said that when it was announced. My favorite Assassin's Creed game is either Assassin's Creed 2 or Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. One of those two. And why? Because obviously I love Ezio, and I feel like those were really cool games with the setting in Italy. I liked when they started adding in the ability to have your own like group of assassins that you could like raise and send out for missions and stuff. I actually really liked that. Spawn Killers is another $1 for these is statues. Oh, do I have any more statues? All what you're thinking of is the statue collection I used to have when I lived in Connecticut, right? I don't have any of that anymore. It's all gone. There's a chance that I may have like a worthless plastic statue somewhere here, maybe in my closet. Remember we were talking about one of the things that you guys might want to see me do as a goal is maybe do a day where we just do a closet cleaning stream. I literally just all day open my closet, go in there, and I start open up bins and things that's in there. There's all kinds of junk in there from Connecticut that I moved with me for no good reason. I should have thrown it out. It's just sitting in there. I bet you there's things that we could add to the backgrounds here for sure on streams. There may be things we could implement into content. I don't know. I have no idea what's in there. There's all kinds of shit in there. Okay? So that's one of the things that I was thinking of doing is going in, but I don't have any of those valuables anymore, you know. All that shit went away. Because I know what you're thinking. You're thinking about those expensive statues and shit that I used to have. That's been gone for years. Gone for years. What's my main hobby outside of video games? I don't really have one. Because I stream full-time 6 days a week. So I don't really have time for hobbies. I mean, when I'm relaxing, I like to watch some television or something with my wife. That's about it. Don't really have time for anything else. Play with my cat, you know? Michael King is hoping for Earthbound because he says he's playing Final Fantasy VII and he can't watch me play it. I'm sorry if that ends up being what I pick. Okay. Shia says, in the Japanese version of Castlevania 3, the main protagonist was Ralph C. Belmondo. I don't know if I believe that. Ralph. I don't know if they called him Ralph. Maybe you're right, but that sounds weird to me. I'm not thinking about playing any PC games or upgrading my PC at this time. It's not happening anytime soon. I don't waste time thinking about that shit. That's not going to happen yet. Would I consider doing more visual novels? Eventually, yes. I don't want to do any right now. No. If I'm already going to start up a summer RPG, there's no way I'm going to do an RPG and a fucking visual novel at the same time. That's not happening. MK3 Kratos. We talked about that YouTuber lawsuit about the guy who did the false strikes. I don't know anything about anti-cheat sites, though. No, I don't record any songs. People take my audio clips out of my own content, edit it to sound like a song, and upload it to the internet. And that's what I play on my streams. Strawberries over raspberries, for sure. I am having a good evening, John Smith. Thank you for asking. I don't know anything about Lightyear toys at a store. I have no idea what that means, Willow. I don't have any favorite conspiracy theories. I don't follow conspiracy theories. I am playing Super Castlevania 4. That's what we're doing 2 days. Saturday night. Yep. That's what I'm continuing with this collection, and that's when we're starting that up. I would have done it tonight, but if we had more time, but it took me 45 minutes to beat Dracula. Which song is my favorite out of the remakes? I would say probably the Proto Man song, or either Proto Man song or the zombie song, trying to get the Zombrex. Zombie apocalypse is coming for you. I actually really like that one. There's a few that I like. I like the Dark Souls song. It's really good. Yes. Spawn Killer. Timmy $1.50 and says, do you remember the intro song to Your Hateful Truth? The band is Ra. They are actually still together. Yes. Do You Call My Name was the name of the song. What it was, well, back when I was in Street Fighter, I edited 2 songs together. Nas Hate Me Now, because everyone hated me in the Street Fighter community, and I edited that together with Ra, Do You Call My Name. And it sounded pretty good because the intros of the song sound almost exactly the same. It's kind of funny that a rap song sounds like a rock song, but they do. But, yes, of course I remember the song. I don't even know what the hell macaroni gravy is. Never heard of that. What the fuck's macaroni gravy? Would I ever go on a hot air balloon? No. Don't want to do that. Why are there 3 or 4 remixes of Thugs on the Floor? There's actually 3. There's the original. There's the one that was made when I played Mass Effect 2 that adds thugs and bugs. It has the song Bugs in the Air, or the Bugs in the Air line. And then there is a remix of the original that was done at one point. They're all made by Ghost Drone. All 3 of those are made by Ghost Drone, but there's only 3. No, I do not still play badminton. Actually, that is what I'm intending. I'm being asked what version of the Capcom collection am I going to try to play tomorrow. Tomorrow night, the late stream, will be Friday Night Fights, my weekly old school Street Fighter session. Only this time we're using the new collection. I'm going to try it on Xbox. We're going to see if we can actually get any competition on Xbox. If there's none, then we will switch to PlayStation, because we know we can get consistent comp on PlayStation, but I'm going to see if we can get some Xbox opponents tomorrow night. No, I don't know. I've seen things on social media about Naraka Blade Point. I don't care about it. It's Battle Royale. That's how much I just do not care about Battle Royale anymore. It's so played out, I don't give a shit. Yeah, Michael Caine, I think one day I would like to play Symphony of the Night. I do feel like I would like to do that someday. Keep in mind, it's a Metroidvania style. It's not like these that I've been playing. It's Metroidvania, and my viewers don't like Metroidvania, but I think I would like to play it someday. Why did I remove the Naruto song in the playlist? Because it's boring. I never liked it. I thought the first time I heard it, it was good. I got so fucking bored of it, I removed it. I don't want it in there. Hobo X says a lot of songs got lost when I moved from Twitch to YouTube. Yes, because basically, remember, when I moved from Twitch to YouTube a year ago, I was under attack by a lot of pieces of shit. Human fecal matter, I like to call it. People who were trying to spin things in a way to make me look bad. People were actually mass reporting me to sites like Twitch, like Streamlabs, like Teespring, saying that I was a hateful racist. Look at all the things that Phil has done. Did you hear what Phil says in the remix that he plays on his streams and shit? So basically, I kind of had to go through all my stuff and do a little bit of whitewashing to try to clean up some of it so that people couldn't misconstrue some of the shit that I was playing on my streams. And so some of the stuff was removed. There's nothing you can really do about that. You know, the video's still, I mean, the music and the video's still out there. You just got to find them for yourself. Expand Dog says he found a bug in the Cuphead DLC. If you use your super move during the part when he grabs you and takes you to phase 2, the final boss this is, you get invincibility for the whole fight. Well, that's cheap. They're going to have to fix that. All right. Well, Final Fantasy character has the best story in all Final Fantasies ever? That's a tall question. It's a big question. I can't answer that on the fly. I'd have to go through all the history of Final Fantasy. Will I ever do a playthrough of Hollow Knight? I don't determine that, man. People always ask me, they come on the stream, or they come on a Q&A and they say, are you going to play this game? 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 Will you ever play this game? I actually don't know why you ask me those questions. Can I be honest with everyone here? Here's why. I don't really determine what I play, right? We talk about it on streams. What people want, they ask for. I'll give you a perfect example. We just did a viewer's choice nomination, and now we're in a polling process. Guess what game didn't make it to the poll? Hollow Knight. People, it's like, I swear to God, there's a vocal group of people who want to see me play certain games over the years, and they ask for them. Hitman Blood Money, Hollow Knight, right? These are games that they always come up, and then I say, okay, let's do an actual viewer's choice event. They never win. So what happens? That's my question, is what happens when there's opportunity for these games to finally be played? Why do they not get nominated? I'm at a loss. I really am. I'm at a total loss why this happens. I play what you guys want, man. I don't just sit here and dictate, okay, today we're going to play Street Fighter all day because I said so. I don't care if you guys want to see it or not. I just feel like Street Fighters, we're going to play it all day long. Because then you guys would leave. I listen to what you say, and then I do variety based on what you suggest. I don't just, I'm dodging Hollow Knight. No, you guys don't ever ask for it. Every once in a while, someone says, hey, you going to play it? If you want it, then it's viewer's choice. No one wants it. Seriously, Hollow Knight, probably 2 to 3 people nominated it. The games that made it to that final poll, at least 5 to 6 nominations each. So, I don't know what to tell you, man. I played every GTA game to my knowledge. Everyone that's available on console, I'm pretty sure I've played. Okay. Astronaut. I hate to say Astronaut, because Astronaut says, can we request other fighting games for Friday? I've already explained this before. Fighting games are a different animal entirely. To be good at a fighting game, you have to play the shit out of it. You have to lab, and that means you have to sit in training mode and practice basics, learn character builds. Then you have to actually go online and try those characters a significant amount of time. Playing a fighting game online is not, I just jump in and I do well. It's not how it works, It's the difference between, oh, can we ask you to play Hollow Knight? Yes, you can. It's a single-player game. I can play it, get good at it, and beat it. Can we ask you to just keep playing Tekken 7 over and over? No. Tekken 7 is different. You're not just asking me to just play the game. You're asking me to commit an insane amount of time and effort to learn the game on a competitive level, to put out quality videos of it, or else what's the point of me playing it if I just lose nonstop because I don't even understand how to play it? That's the difference between a competitive online game versus an offline playthrough. They are completely different entities. They're not the same. Okay. No, I'm not interested in Gran Turismo. No, I was gonna play it if it was like if enough people asked for it. I just didn't have any interest in it. Big Papa Phil says, I was playing Red Earth today. The graphics are gorgeous. It's super unique. You should set aside a day to play it. We're doing it Saturday because we beat Cuphead DLC today early. I thought it was gonna be 2 streams, only 1. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do Red Earth and Cyberbots on Saturday, and if there's extra time for other stuff, we're gonna do that too. So that's coming on Saturday now. Jade, you have a good night. Alan, I used to do that, but sadly it doesn't work. Allow me to explain. Alan is like, he is disappointing because some games might have missed nominations to be in this final poll for viewer's choice by like 1 or 2 nominations. He says, why didn't you do 2 polls of 5? It doesn't work that way. I've tried it. Whenever I do multiple polls, basically whatever I put in the first poll gets all the votes. Seriously, and this happens every time. Even when I used to do polls on my forums, when I've done polls, everywhere I do polls, if you set up more than 1 poll, everyone sees the first poll of votes and skips the next one. So there's not even a reason to do the second poll. Nothing in that second poll would ever win. It's stupid. You basically have to have it all in 1 poll, and it just sucks that YouTube only allows 5 options per poll. I wish they did more. If they did 10 options, I would have absolutely had 10 games in the running for viewer's choice. Okay. Did I ever have dinosaur toys as a kid? Yes, I did. Remember, Jurassic Park was huge. First of all, there was something called Dino Riders, and what it was a TV series where it was like, people from space riding freaking dinosaurs on Earth in like the prehistoric past and shooting lasers off the dinosaurs. So I had a few of those. And then later on when Jurassic Park came out, I had a few Jurassic Park toys. I remember having a T-Rex with a rippable part. It wasn't really ripping, but it was a piece of flesh that would come off and you could see his bones. It was kind of gross. Yes, I played the original Killer Instinct back in the day. I played the arcade version, and then I played the SNES version when it was eventually released, which was a joke because it really didn't play anything like the arcade game at the same time. It was still a fun game in its own right. It was full of hilarious bugs, actually. I have no idea what other country I would want to live in. I never looked into it. What's the last show I binge watched? That's basically what my wife and I do. Like, we've been watching American Master Chef, and we watched a ton of seasons of it. Then we got bored of it. We started watching a little bit of Hell's Kitchen. And then we said, why don't we alternate between, like, Hell's Kitchen and other Master Chefs from all over the world? So that's kind of what we're doing right now. But that's basically how we watch TV. We don't just watch, like, a couple episodes and then skip. We actually usually watch seasons. Michael Caine says, there was oatmeal with dinosaur egg candy things you would melt into the oatmeal. That's fucking nasty. It's so nasty. Ugh. No, I have not watched The Boys. Ow. No, I never played Dino Park Tycoon. Never heard of it. All right, guys, last moment for a question because I got to get out of here now. Now we've been here almost 30 minutes. I appreciate everyone who chilled. Thanks to anyone who contributed. Thanks to anyone who hung out for Castlevania and anyone who hung out after. Hopefully things will pick up tomorrow. I mean, today was one of the slowest days I've ever had as a full-time streamer. I don't know why. It is what it is. I'm not going to freak out about it. It's only one day, so hopefully things are better tomorrow. But thanks for chilling with me here tonight. Have I heard songs from the Beatles on the radio? I heard a song from the Beatles yesterday on the radio. Come Together. I was listening to a classic rock station here in Seattle, and they played it. All right, we good? All right, guys. That was a quick Q&A. It was fun. Thanks for asking questions, and thanks for chilling with me. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching.